Welcome to Muffed, a fantasy goldmine of a year. Muffed! Chase Brown finished 2025 as the number 7 running back in total PPR scoring and number 7 in PPR per game, a top 8 finish in both columns on a 6-11 team in an offense that spent 9 games without Joe Burrow. That's the headline. The identity of the year was a bounce back hiding inside a lost season. Brown opened stuck in neutral while the Bengals offense cratered without Burrow, then quietly became one of the most productive backs in football once the quarterback returned. He played all 17 games for the first time, set personal bests with 1,019 rushing yards and 437 receiving yards, and scored 11 total touchdowns as both a runner and a pass catcher. Now let's get into the numbers because they're the whole reason Brown finished where he did. The volume was real, 232 carries, 88 targets, 69 catches, and the target share is what separates him from the backs behind him on the list. He averaged a 14% target share, and the passing game role exploded late. 44 of his 69 catches came in his final 8 games. The rushing efficiency story is even better given the context. Brown finished plus 161.8 in rushing yards over expected, averaging plus 0.42 yards over expected per attempt, with a rushing efficiency number of 5.79, all strong marks behind blocking that wasn't helping him. He saw 8+ defenders in the box on roughly 16% of carries, a manageable rate because the threat of Burrow eventually pulled bodies away. The consistency profile is where Brown earned trust, 16.6 points per game, and from week 7 on, he posted double-digit PPR in every single game. That's not boom or bust, that's a steady weekly floor that climbed into a ceiling, peaking with a 32.9 point explosion against the Dolphins in week 16 and 29.1 against the Cardinals in week 17. The play that captures Brown's 2025 isn't his longest run or biggest catch, it's a 5-yard touchdown reception against Miami in week 16. 3rd and 3 from the 5, Bengals up 31 and 14 in the 3rd quarter. Burrow takes the shotgun snap, dumps it short right, and Brown walks it in. That game alone, he caught 3 touchdowns worth of work through the air and rumbled for a rushing score, the perfect illustration of what made him the number 7 running back. He's a dual threat finisher who gets fed near the goal line on the ground and through the air. 11 total touchdowns, 5 of them receiving. That's the profile that separated Brown from the volume-only backs in his tier. Muffed! Brown smashed 2025, finishing as the number 7 running back in both total and per game PPR despite playing 9 games without his starting quarterback. A genuine breakout built on a 14% target share and plus 161.8 rushing yards over expected. The one wart, his rushing expected points added came in at minus 4.2 and his receiving expected points added at minus 10.3, meaning the counting stats outran the efficiency versus situation math, largely because the Bengals as a whole were a negative expected points offense for stretches. That's Chase Brown's 2025. One quick note, if you want this same treatment for every player on your fantasy roster every week, head to muff.ai and we'll build you a custom weekly show. That's the wrap.